Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go over the books that I'm going to plan on reading in December. Thankfully, my busy season will be over first week of December, and I can get back to reading and just really enjoying the books again. So I hope that you like some of the ones that I picked out. Read along with me if you want to. You can leave me a comment below and let me know which ones you want to read with me, or head on over to my Instagram that is in my description and talk to me about books on there. You can also follow me on Goodreads, see my reviews as well. Make sure that you like the video and you subscribe. I would love for you to stick around and talk everything books with me. So the first book, in no particular order that I'm going to read these in, but basically is The Liar's Crown. It is the ARC that I had gotten from Untitled Publishing. It is by Abigail Owen. I absolutely love this author. I found her during her Rogue Dragon Kings series, and it's just so beautiful and amazing and hot. And so I can't wait to dive into this. This is a YA fantasy romance type thing, so I can't wait. It's about how a sister goes and basically marries the king, or tries to be with the king so her sister doesn't have to, and it just kind of spirals from there. That's about all that I know, and that's all that I need to know to really want to be wanting to read this book. So I'm definitely going to be reading this in December. I received it in October, so I feel bad that I haven't gotten to it, but definitely going to be this month. The next one is, I'm very sad that I haven't even got to it either, because it is a book that, and I will link it in the cards above, but my husband had picked out 2 books for me during a week in September, and I read them. One of them was called Forbidden. It was a YA paranormal romance that dealt with like angels and such, and I wanted to read the second one so bad, so I picked it up. It's called Embolden. I cannot wait to continue Alec and Claire's story and see what happens now that Claire knows everything that's going on and what's going on with her abilities and things like that. So definitely going to be one of the first reads that I have in December. The next one was another one that was sent to me by Untitled Publishing. And I normally wouldn't gravitate to these types of books because I'm not really into contemporary romance. But this cover itself is very stunning, and it's called Imperfect Angel. I don't know much about it. All I know is that this girl had a key to hell, I think, and basically she just gives the key away, and so now you have this Nephilim guy who is trying to like get the key back, and it's kind of about their romance, and it sounds kind of cool, so I can't wait to read it. Like I said, I don't know much about it, but it sounds very intriguing. It's not a very big book. It's only about 300 pages or so I think it's going to be a very fast read, but this cover is what really got me wanting to read it. So I can't wait to read this one in December. The next one that I plan on reading was, all of these, or most of them, were on my November TBR, and I didn't even get to them, so I feel so bad. But this one is Funny You Should Ask, and it is also another quick read. It's only 330 pages or so, and it is about a girl who is a journalist, and she goes out to LA, and she interviews this guy who is, what does he play? Oh, the latest James Bond. And he's, a big Hollywood star. And so she interviews him. They have a connection, some steamy nights, I guess. And then they go their separate ways. And then like 10 years later, I think, she ends up going back to LA. They both haven't stopped thinking about each other, and neither of them know that. And so it's about them reconnecting, and it's about their romance. So I can't wait to read it. And this is what I saw in Walmart whenever I was shopping, and I was like, that cover is stunning, beautiful, and eye-popping. I have to read it. And so whenever I read the synopsis, it sounded pretty good. So plan on reading that. And then finally, the last book that is on my TBR for December, that has been on my TBR for 3 months, I am finally going to pin my friend down and say, we are reading this. If you're watching this, you know I am telling you that we are going to be reading this. And it is Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood. So this is the second book in her STEM romance series. And basically, I didn't really want to spoil myself, about different things, but this is another standalone in this series, and it is about, researchers in like the sciencey, field, and, their love, their rivals. I heard that like years ago, he did something or she did something, and they just became like these enemies or rivals or whatever. Now they have to work together. I have heard this book is a little bit steamier from the Love Hypothesis, which was the first book, but I cannot wait to read this. My friend is getting pinned down, and we're getting this done in December because this will not be on my January TBR anymore. I am getting it through it. So those books are the ones that I plan on reading. Of course, there are other books that I'm probably going to meld in there a little bit. There are some that I am excited to read that had just released. I had just gotten the third book in the Dragonheart trilogy by Nora Roberts, which is called The Choice, and I plan on reading that. If you have read that trilogy, definitely let me know what you think about the third and final book, but don't give me spoilers because, I don't want to be spoiled with anything. There are a couple more books that are on my shelf, that I want to get to, but I don't want to pack myself down with a lot of books, especially around the holidays, because, Christmas is coming up, and me and my mom are going to have a day of baking. Then we have, the celebration of Christmas and then New Year's Eve. And I just want to kind of make it a non-stressful time so I can spend time with the family. But reading is my second love from my family and my husband. So I really want to get into it. So maybe I'll read more. Maybe I'll just read what's on my TBR. I'm hoping that I don't read less than what's on my TBR because I don't want to carry these books over to 2023. I kind of want to wrap up with what I had for the year already planned out and just kind of wrap that up and then go into the new year fresh so we can read some new books. But anyway, if you have read any of these books or want to read along with me, again, like I said, leave a comment below or follow me on my Instagram and message me over there. I am always looking to buddy read with anybody. But until next time, everyone, I hope you have a great day. Bye.